tell me about what I have seen. Yani explain to me this ru'ya, this dream, or this that you've just put me through. They said, yes. As for the one whose cheekbone was being torn away, he was a liar. He was a liar, and he used to tell lies. And the people will report those lies on his authority till they spread all over the world. Now think about this for a minute, brothers and sisters. This hadith was narrated over 1400 years ago. There were no tweets. There was no way a message back then could have gone around the whole world the way a message can go around the whole world right now. So how beautiful Islam is, that its message is a message for eternity. It applies for all time. And the more you read it, the more you understand, subhanallah, of the message that was given to us 1400 years ago, how much is still applicable to this day. So he will be punished like that till the day of resurrection. The one whose head you saw being crushed is the one whom Allah had given knowledge of the Quran. Yani, he knew the Quran by heart. But he used to sleep at night. Yani, he didn't used to recite the Quran at night. And then he did not used to act upon it. Yani, he did not used to act upon the ahkam, the legislations that he found in the Quran, by day. And so his punishment will go on until the day of judgment. And those you saw in the hole, you remember the hole, right? The hole that was like an oven with a fire underneath it. And every time the fire, went stronger, the people tried to climb out of it, and they could never get out of this situation. So as for the one you saw in this hole like oven were adulterers. And those men and women who commit illegal sexual intercourse. Subhanallah. Wallahi, this should put fear in the hearts of any brother or sister that would ever even contemplate zina or anything of this fawahish in this dunya. Wallahi, this adhab, I have never seen similar adhab in dunya. And this goes on until the day of judgment. And those you saw in the river of blood were those dealing with riba, were those dealing with usury, interest. Now look at this, subhanallah. The longest ayah in Quran is which ayah, brothers and sisters? Ayat al-Dain. It talks about what? Financial affairs. This is for those that think there is such thing as, the state and there's religion. Economic affairs don't mix. Islam takes a real avid interest in the economic affairs of every Muslim. You can't say I'm a Muslim, the way I deal with my money is my business. No, Allah tells you and gives you rules, and one of the biggest rules when it comes to dealing with money is to stay away from what? Usury, stay away from riba, stay away from interest. And obviously in this day and age that is still very much, applicable. So he will be punished like that till the day of resurrection. And the old man who was sitting at the base of the tree was Abraham, and the little children around him were the offspring of the people. And the one who was kindling the fire was who? Who was the one at the base of the tree that was kindling a fire? It was Malik. Who is Malik? Huh? The guardian of what? Of Jahannam. And the first house in which you saw, in which I was born in, was the house of the common believers. And the second house was the house of the martyrs. And I'm Jibreel, and I'm Gabriel, and this is Mikael. Raise your head. And I raised my head, and I saw a thing like a cloud over me. They said, that is your place. Who are they talking to? To the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Raise your head. I raised my head and I saw a thing like a cloud over me. They said, that is your place. I said, let me enter my place. they said you still have some life for which you have to leave and you haven't completed. And when you complete that remaining portion of your life, you will enter that place. So brothers and sisters, that puts an end to the trials and tribulations of the grave. And I hope this is a reminder of us. And I always say to the brothers, and I touched upon this very briefly last week, how do we differentiate between a major sin and a minor sin? And what did we say? That a major sin is a major sin because there is a specific punishment for that sin in Akhirah. Any sin that Allah specifically mentions, any type of adab, either in the qabr, or Yawm al-Qiyamah, or Jahannam, you know that this is a major sin straight away. Okay?